when you become president, hindi yan maliit na bagay. The hopes and lives of 115 million Filipinos are on your shoulders. But I really wanted to believe he would do that. Although alam ko na
Sa bagay, lahat tayo nabudol. Who am I to speak?
Because, Ma'am Attorney Glenn,
Oh my
out
God.
of our sincerity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because naniniwala tayo sa kanyang naging linya at ipinapakitang platform, continuity,
Yeah.
and sustainability of the gains of the previous administration.
Yes, I
Doon
think...
tayo nag-angkla.
Gusto kong tumaya doon sa kanya na as a person that even if under ka ng asawa mo now, when you become president, ilalagay mo sa
So nakita
puso
mo na under siya.
Kita ko na yon, under yon. Sinabi nga ni Lisa pag hindi siya sumunod sa akin, ayaw kong magpa. Alam nyo na kung
Yo.
Isa sa mga social and political observers sa mga nagaganap sa lipunang Pilipino.
Very rare ang isang first lady na magsasalita. She will insert herself into the frame, in the national discussion. Kasi wala siyang mandato. Hindi siya nahalal. Asawa lamang siya ng Pangulo.
Salin pusa.
Oo. So kung inalaw ba ito ng Pangulo? Yun ang tanong ko. Kung inalaw ng Pangulo, sandali lang, bakit sa asawa mo ang spokesperson mo? Pangalawa, yung sinabi niya na kind, okay? Kind to a certain degree kasi sino ba nagsimula na hindi siya pansinin, di ba? Oo, masakit. But that comes with territory. You are not expected to enjoy. You are expected to work and help the president. Yung sinabi niyang budget ito, seriously, may role siya? Diba? When you say budget ito, parang sandali lang. Sino ka to say that to the vice president who was elected?
Attorney Glenn Chong, ikaw unahin namin, then we will give the reaction ni Ma'am Lorraine. Napakalinaw ng sinabi ng isang social political observer natin na si Professor Malotikia that the First Lady is not included in the mandate of the President.
Yes, that's
Neither does she enjoy the authority and the functions which are provided by law to the President. Pero lumalabas ngayon na siya ang gustong pumagitna, bumida, at para bagang iikot dapat sa kanya ang pamahalaang Marcos Jr. administration rather than being on the sideline and being on the back of at the back of the President to help in programs that will reinforce the real program of the government. Samantalang ito, ang interview niya ay nagpapakita na para bagang siya ang nagko-control ng pamahalaan. The way she conducted herself, yung kanyang arrogance, yung kanyang pagmamalaki, pagmamataas ng kanyang sarili, at ang kanyang mga pag-i-intimidate at mga pananakot ng statements niya. Attorney Glenn Chong, how dangerously going towards a failure of leadership and now becoming a challenge to the real mandate given to the President, itong panggigiit ng sarili niya ni Liza Araneta Marcos into the public realm of discussion, showing that she is in charge actually in the affairs of the office of the President.
Kuya Eric, Ma'am Lorraine, mga kababayan, this is unprecedented. Hindi pa to nangyari sa ating buong kasaysayan. We've gone through a lot of presidents already, pang 18, 17 na yata ito. And this is the only time that the first lady, lying lady, is taking over control of the government. And President, hindi naman siya President, ang tawag ko sa kanya, the one declared as winner in the presidential election because that's factual. Dineklara siya ng Kongreso na siyang nanalo. He is abrogating all his duties. Ang asawa ang nagpapatakbo. This is unprecedented. And I know that for a fact. Katrabaho ko sila for 6 years. And I've come close to, up close and personal nakikita ko yung interaction nila sa isa't isa with other people. It's dangerous because you have here a person who has never filed a certificate of candidacy,
Isa pa yan.
but is effectively controlling the presidency.
How dangerous is that for the
That's
people?
very dangerous. It's unprecedented. I mean,
It's unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional. It's not in the books.
Yes.
It's not lawful. It's unconstitutional. It's unprecedented.
At wala siyang pananagutan sa kanyang gagawin.
Siyempre, wala siyang pananagutan kasi wala naman siyang mandato.
Correct.
Tama. si Vice President Duterte, tama si Professor Tequia. Sino ka ba?
Yan.
You know,
Ma'am, go ahead.
Attorney, no, because you were close to them. So, one of the most dangerous things of this Marcos administration is mga balat sibuyas. To the extent where right away, they controlled and muzzled our press freedom, no? Our media companies, all of that. And takot na takot sila sa mga rally, mga ganyan. These are all our constitutional rights, no?
Yes.
At saka yung mga hinahabol nila, bloggers, no? Ganyan. So, I like kasi what Malu Tequia said. She said, you're not expected to enjoy. Which is true kasi 'di ba no, when we were part of government, niyakap po talaga ang bashing, niyakap mo ang puna, ganyan, 'di ba? So, and yet this administration is very balat sibuyas and takot na takot to the point that they have muzzled our constitutional right to freely express our opinions and also press freedom. So, could you please shed some light as to why is it like that? Bakit ganun sila? Hindi nila alam kung ano yung pinasok nila?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I think this is rooted in the severe insecurity of Marcos Jr. Doon sa kanyang experience sa kanyang tatay. Over dinner, palagi niyang sinasabihan na the Americans removed my father. It was a traumatic experience. And ganon din ang sinabi ni Lisa, na trauma talaga si Marcos Jr. dyan sa nangyari sa kanyang tatay. So, I think na nandito na sila sa kapangyarihan, they will try to do everything na hindi mangyari uli yun. Kaya, they co-opted mainstream media instead of letting it have free reign.
One example of that, Attorney Glenn, Ma'am Lorraine, the Philippine Daily Inquirer is heralding itself as an anti-dictatorship crusader, but now, tameme, tiklop, naninikluhod, at dedma sa mga nangyayaring ito, and the rest of the media. So you're saying na all along, the aim for presidency nito mag-asawang Bongbong Marcos Jr. at ng kanyang asawang Lisa Araneta is just all about themselves. It's not about the country or redeeming the history na nangyari sa kanilang pamilya, kundi yung kanyang personal insecurities at ang pagbabangon ng kanyang sarili to prove that he can become president is not about the country now. It's about how they're going to manage power para yung kanyang mga personal na mga gustong abutin noon nang sila'y pinatalsik sa kapangyarihan ay magagawa niya. Tama po ba ang kuha ko sa iyong nakikita kung bakit ganitong approach nila ngayon?
Yes, I think, Eric, Ma'am Lorraine, mga kababayan, I would like to believe when I was working with them for 6 years now, and I supported them because I believe that kung ikaw ang anak ni Marcos Jr. And you are given another chance to redeem your father, your family, you will do everything. You will do everything to serve the people.
That's why we help
But wait a
them.
minute, but did you not see that he didn't have the strength of character? Nor did he have that kind of, the heart of a real public servant? Did you not see that? Walang
indicators?
Mahina ang pagkatao at saka mababa yung kalidad ng pag-iisip itong couple na ito.
Ma'am, you call me naive.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to believe he would do that. Although alam ko na
Sa
the
bagay,
wife
lahat
is...
tayo nabudol. Who am I to speak?
Because, Ma'am Attorney Glenn,
Oh my
out of
God.
our sincerity.
Yes.
Because naniniwala tayo sa kanyang naging linya at ipinapakitang platform, continuity, and sustainability of the gains of the previous administration.
Yes, I
Doon
think...
tayo nag-angkla.
Gusto kong tumaya doon sa kanya na as a person that even if under ka ng asawa mo now, when you become president, ilalagay mo sa
So nakita
puso
mo na under siya.
Kita ko na yon, under yon. Sinabi nga ni Lisa, pag hindi siya sumunod sa akin, ayaw kong magpa. Alam niyo na kung ano. Yun yung gusto
Ayaw niya
niya.
magpabanat ba eh.
In one of our smoking sessions. So, mga kababayan, when you become president, hindi yan maliit na bagay. The hopes and lives of 115 million Filipinos are on your shoulders.
Tama.
Isipin mo na lang, binigyan ka ng pagkakataon na yan. And I see that sincerity in President Duterte.
Yeah.
I hope you will do the same thing.
Tama.
Na hindi ka magpadikta sa asawa mo. And the problem is, mahina nga talaga yung konstitusyon mo eh.
Yeah.